Since this is also the start of like a YouTube video, I should probably think about that more. Anyway, welcome back to Inscryption. Yeah, streamed live on Twitch. Follow me there if you wanna watch live. But yeah, also gonna make it to YouTube and you're gonna be able to watch it there too. So the new game thing is like grayed out. Does that mean we can't even start a new game? Or could we if we wanted to, I wonder. Because all the other ones that we can actually do obviously look very different. I don't want to try though, because I don't want to start a new game. I don't want to start a new game. So let's just continue our old save. But I think we're just at the very start, right? Like we made the card and then it's like it looped. But we don't have anything done, I think. And I don't remember if there was anything special. Was there like another modifier or something? I don't think so, right? Alright, let's look around. Okay, it's squirrel beehive. So we want to pick up a beehive if we can. I don't know what we get from this. Last time we got the clover item though, which is useful because it lets us reroll cards. Beehive, squirrel. So I don't have to rely on chat, I'll write it down. Because chat is not super reliable, unfortunately. We talked to the thing. It is done. Master is free and must be close. Don't know what that means. We can still click the eye or get the eye to turn red. I don't know what that does though. I honestly don't. There's nothing new we can do here. We can get some teeth. That's always good. Maybe if you do it again, the clover loses its leaves. That would be great. I would like a zero leaf clover. Even if it meant bad luck with the card draw or something, I would like it. So yeah, these two we just haven't been able to do anything with. And these mushrooms, we can click them, but nothing happens when we click them. So I don't know if they have like a secret. Or if they're just decoration, because we've met the mycologists or whatever they're called. Anyway, we're done with all of this, we're done with all of this, we're done with all of this, done with this. Yeah. To compose a good song, a mushroom song. They're too close. Sound-wise, there's not enough difference to really do much. Anyway, that was my attempt at making the song there. It was a very good melody. Oh man. So the one thing that's really frustrating to me, and it's my own fault because I always take these long breaks in between recording or like playing this on stream, is I always forget what the symbols exactly do. Anyway. That almost looks like letters here, right? I think it's just scribblers though. So here we get something completely random. Here we get something that costs a certain amount, right? And this is item. This is the altar thing, right? Where you sacrifice and get the ability on another card. This is a fight. This is the trap guy. Item, campfire, and I just can't see what that is. Alright, we have the stunted wolf, the stink bug, the stoat, and the bullfrog. The stoat looks very weird now. Looks like some weird handheld device. Like a... that you can wind up. Is that maybe just a fight, a totem fight? Possibly, I don't know. Well, so we have 3 items, right? Yeah, we have the knife, the squirrel in the bottle, and we have the hook. So going for item would just give us the pack rat, which I don't really want. But we don't really have anything with an ability that we want to like get on another card. Like this is just a bad start here. Like I don't know, I don't want anything. I think the hook counts. I'm not entirely sure though. Like I don't see a reason why it wouldn't count. It is an item that we can use once to like steal a card. Wow, but we don't have anything to sacrifice. I mean, the only thing we can do is like Stinky on something else or jump block on something else. I'm guessing we're gonna get more like story stuff with the stunted dwarf. It looks really weird. Do I want the pack rat? I guess I do. Okay, we can have 1 cost, 2 cost, or 3 cost. I can reroll this, but that makes no sense. So give me a cheap card, the Kingfisher. I don't know. It's flying and it dives. So yeah, it submerges, so it doesn't block. So it can't be killed, which is good because it's like a flyer that, you know, the other player can't do anything about. But you also can't block with it, which means that, you know, you'll take damage in that column, I guess. Anyway, not much we can do about that. I won't allow you to take more items, and instead take this. I like the rat. And not the pack rat, the rat there. It's very nice. The pack rat, always used for. And the pack rat, what was the ability again? On... When the card bearing this sigil is played, so when you play it, you'll receive a random item as long as you have less than 3. Which should be fewer than 3, because you can count them. Anyway. If you took the film roller, is that correct? My plan nears its moment of truth. But you must defeat him first. I must defeat him in order to get to take a picture? So we should win, I guess. A 2-2 for 1 is kind of good, actually. So we play a squirrel for sure, and then if we play the stunted dwarf here, we're gonna take, well, we're gonna deal 2, and then we're gonna die to the coyote next turn. It's not that great, honestly. We don't have anything. I guess the stoat would be a good blocker there, but we don't have it in our hand right now. I don't know. Let's not overthink this, I guess. Are you sure? No. Clearly I'm not. Alright, and we draw... I guess we draw a squirrel and then... I don't know, play the Kingfisher. This kind of sucks, honestly. And then we draw... Yeah, whatever. I mean, we don't get an item because we have 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. But we do this. We hit once. We draw here. We hit you for 4. That's fine. Alright. It's a sort of start. You won't find cheaper pelts within 100 miles. I'll believe it. Take 1. So we have 5. So we can buy a golden pelt and a wolf pelt.
High yellow.
High yellow, indeed. High yellow, Amantha. And thank you for 20 months of Prime. So the thing is, if we buy the pelts, the only value we get out of the pelts is that we can trade them in for more cards. With the pelt lady, whatever. The thing is, last time we definitely had too many cards, and that kind of sucked. But right now the deck is very slim. We have very, very few cards in the deck, and we would like some more good cards. So I think we can afford to take a golden pelt. But maybe not a wolf pelt, because the wolf pelt is just gonna give us a normal card anyway. We had one more tooth. But we don't. You have me gratitude. Yes. Yes, indeed. Wait, actually, what's this symbol? Oh, is that the totem symbol? It is, right? So we could go totem, fight, whatever this was, and then another totem. I don't know, maybe. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. We can have Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move that space to receive the strike instead. But we only have the scroll up top right now, so we can make a scroll that blocks. Or Bone King. When a card bearing this sigil dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. We can make our scrolls give us 4 bones each. Which is really useless since we don't have a single card that costs bones, I think. Or do we? Oh yeah, the stink bug, right. The stink bug does cost bones, but only 2. These are not the best. These are not the best. I don't really like Burrow that much. I don't really plan on running many deer, so I also don't want to take the deer top thing. I'll just take the bone thing, whatever. That might be useful in some way. The gray-haired woman silently corrected her carvings and left. Almost called them cravings, and that's not what that said. Yeah. Got very bony scrolls now. And a great rabbit pelt. Wolf cup, okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess we play this here and this here just to block once. It seems really dumb. Alright, that sucks. If I take a squirrel, I can only play the pack rat, which I guess I can use to kill the wolf cub. I guess I could also use the squirrel and I get a new item. Maybe let's do that instead. Kill the wolf cub. We get a hourglass. Skip turn thing, that's nice. And then I guess we draw here just to see. So right now we do 3, which is not quite lethal, but you can't really get higher than that. We could play the stoat here, because it would survive, and then we could kill the alpha next turn. We would lose our pack rat though, because this buffs the wolf cub, right? I think that's fine though. You sure? I'm sure. That's actually kind of bad, but it's fine in the long run, I think. Or just take 1 here. Oh, it's 3, right? It turns into the wolf now. I thought we had 1 more turn until that happened. We didn't, though. Pelt, sure. Man, I don't like our deck at all already. We need something that hits for 2. We don't really have anything though. So you found the stunted wolf, I did. I've seen this play out enough times to know that a plan is in motion. Make haste. Okay. Scoop. Oh, you give up? Well, okay, sure. I think we would have won, but it would have been annoying, so I'll take that. If it brought me fine pelts. Hair pelts. We get... Okay, so... The beehive would allow us to do beehive scroll, which is kind of nice. The sigil of the alpha, it buffs the units next to him by... gives him +1 attack or something. Maybe only wolves? I forgot. I should have checked. I also should have read chat. So the beehive is appealing to me because of the beehive scroll thing that we need to do for the clover thing. The Great White is just too expensive. It's 4/2 for 3, which is never gonna get to play. It also doesn't block. I don't know. Don't like the Kingfisher that much. The Bloodhound 2/3 for 2, and it has the Guardian thing. So it moves towards the space, to an empty space, if a creature is placed opposite. Meh. The Ringworm just seems very useless. The River Snapper is not that great. It's a good blocker, but that's about it. The Raven Egg turns into a Raven, which is also not that great of a card. And this, yeah, I don't know. Since we still... But is this card count or something? Card counter, maybe? The value represent something equal to number of... It's probably cards in your hand. It could be how many times you've drawn a card already. But that would just be like a turn counter, kind of. Unless you have like the thing that lets you draw more than once a turn. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna take the beehive for the painting thing. And for the golden pelt, let's get something good. You don't want another pack rat. I don't really want a Moorman. The child... So the strange larva is not that bad, but it evolves twice, right? It fledges into like a 1 something. It's too long. We only had that card the first time we played, I don't remember exactly. And the child just seems so useless. But there must be something more, right? Is it rare? Is it 0/1 that doesn't die when you sack it? It doesn't really help us immediately though. I was hoping for something that just helps us. Something that's just like a decent cost hard hitting unit to do some damage, because we don't have anything that does any damage. You don't even have a wolf, you have nothing. So the larva is just so slow though. Like that takes like 3 turns. Like the first one you play is a 0/3, and the next turn is I don't remember, like a 1/4 maybe, and then it becomes like a decent flying attacker. That's so slow. I guess it's a decent or an okay blocker until then. But it does feel like Child 13, there must be something more to it, right? I don't know. Yeah, and the Moorman also burrows. So blocks if an empty space would be attacked, and then it jumps to block. I don't know. Our best unit is the pack rat. That's awful. I'll take the child. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it, but whatever. I'm annoyed. Should we try for a better totem? Or we could combine the sigil onto a better unit. But we don't have anything good. Like, our deck is so weak. I mean, the stunted wolf is not that bad. But like, it's still just a 2/2. And then the Packard is 2/2, and then nothing else does any damage. Like, it's gonna be so hard to kill anything with that. I don't know. Like, what would we combine? We could put the... What's it called? Many lives onto something else? I kind of want to keep the beehive because we need the beehive for the thing. I mean, the backward ability on something cheaper would be nice, but I can't afford to lose the 2/2 unit, as sad as that is. Like, putting the backward ability onto the Stoat or something, or the Wolf, would be nice, because those are easier to play. Yeah, we need the Clover, but our death cards have been so bad, and we're just also not getting them. So that's kind of an issue. But I guess it's also, we should just pick up some card, like a card that has high stats, and then hope that we draw it on the death thing. Assuming we need that still, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Cause like, this is our easy still, like, we're gonna be fine. But like, the later bosses are just gonna be tricky, and we need to beat them apparently to advance the story. At least that's what the Stunted Wolf said, so. I don't really know. We could try to make a stronger unit. Like, make something 2-1, 2-3, 3-2, something like that. We could try and get a better totem that actually helps us more than the bones do. I think long-term totem is the better player, maybe. You came upon the old woodcarver who fixed her intense gaze upon you. After an overlong moment of silence, she moved to offer her carvings. Well, card-bearing digil is counted as 3 blood rather than 1, so we can make our... Now we hate that we have a cheap deck. Because we could make our scroll sacrifice for 3 blood, which would let us play like any card with 1 sacrifice, but we don't have anything expensive. I mean, that's the best option. Yeah, I don't have any deer, and I don't really want the whatever this is called, Waterborne. But I guess, yeah, anything expensive yet, we can now pick up expensive cards. You hunched down to place the offering in your pack. When you looked up again, the ancient woman had vanished. How do I know she's ancient, though? Okay, your birds move. That's not that scary, honestly. We meet again. We do. I hate our items, honestly. I mean, they're not bad, I don't know. So we play the squirrel, we sack it, and the annoying thing is you can't keep the blood. Like, you can't sacrifice the squirrel for 3 blood and braided pack rat and the stunted wolf. Which is a shame. So you're gonna hit me for 2 with your sparrows, and then they're gonna try to move to this side, but they can't. So they don't really do anything. I don't know. Use me wisely. No, I won't. I refuse. Okay, you bring another... Okay, you move to that side, actually. That's fine. Because you're blocking your bat now, which is a better attacker. It's good. Let's play the... Whatever, let's use... Yeah, whatever, we'll be fine. You pass your turn, we play the scroll, we get the pack rat out. I get... Okay, you know, that's nice. That's a win thing. You pass. Indeed you do. I draw here. Stink bug, we can actually play that. Good play, I do agree. And then we hit you for 5 and then this is over. And you know, knife and the pliers are good. Let us win. Okay, we can get a 2-cost card, or we can choose the cost of the card, right? Or we can pick the type. I think we just go for the cost then, right? And then we get an item, which sucks, because we get another pack rat. But whatever, we don't really have a choice. 2, 3, or bones. Let's get 3. Or we could re-roar, but is there one that has 4? It feels like there couldn't be, because there's not enough space for a 4th blood drop there.
Can't believe it's been over 2 years.
That does seem wrong. I do agree. Hello Game Mind, thank you for 27 months. That's a very long time. That is a very long time. 3 is max. A grizzly, sure. I mean, that's good. That's a good, actually, yeah, that's just a good card, because it's 1 sack for 4/6. That's good. I don't like that we get another pack rat. I do like the rat though, it looks very nice. It's very cute. It's cute, like look at the rat holding the card. It's just very, very, very nice. Oh, it's already boss fight time, right? We get the smoke. The trees closed in tight around you, creating an impenetrable brush. The only way out was forward, and the hovered shape of a man stood in that way. Who could it be? Got any gold in that there skull? I actually don't know, I've never checked. There might be gold in there. Let me crack it open and take a look. You know what? I'll pass. I'll pass. So. We get our grizzly right away, which we could play and then hit you hard, and then you would turn our grizzly into gold. Which would be kind of annoying. Should we save the grizzly then? Do we think we can do the damage quickly enough without it being annoying, without using our grizzly early? I wonder. I mean, we can get the pack rat and the smoke out. That does 3 damage. We can then block the coyote with our smoke and then kill it next turn. How does this work again? At the end of the owner's turn, the card bearing this will move in the direction inscribed. It's a bit of a waste since we only have 3 items, but whatever. This seems fine to me. Now we hit this for 2, we kill the coyote. And we hit you for 1 with the kingfisher, right? Maybe. Whatever, this is not important. Kill our smoke, that's fine. I draw... Doesn't matter, I draw here. I need to scroll later anyway. Now I hit you for 2, you're on 1. I hit you. You lose your first life. There's gold in them cards. Thank you for the raid, Kraka. Hello, Kraka. This, I don't know, volume seems high. Let's go down a little. There's gold in them cards, yes, indeed. Some gold here, some gold here. Golden Boda, you know, that makes sense. Yes, that's the Roblox emote, indeed. Good gold, I've struck gold. Now, we draw here, I guess. That's not bad, but we can play it. We play our squirrel, we play our grizzly here. We kill your wolf cub. You get my nuggets, that's fine. I draw here first. Don't really care. Play this here. I'll kill your mule, which gives us a bunch of cards. Not that many. The coward that mule was defenseless. It was. And then, what do we have actually? We have the bloodhound, the possum, or more. Bullfrog, that's not that good. Pack rat again. So I hit you for 4. And you for 1. There's really not much else I can do. I guess I could sack you and kill the bloodhound. Right, yeah, I can. Sure. What? I need 2 blood, right? No, I don't want to do that, right. This is not a... Yeah, it doesn't sack for more. I forgot. Let's just hit him then. Because it's not a squirrel, it's a stink bug. What did you miss? Not much, really. Annoyingly. Let's play... Let's draw here. Greetings. Hello, hello. Play a standard wolf here and our possum here, just because we can. The sigil of the bloodhound, it moves to an empty space. No, if you play a card, it moves there if it can, or something. Yeah, let me relight your candles, thank you. Let's see what we get. Alright, so the Mantis God, I think we should take the Mantis God for the trifurcated strike and then put that on the Grizzly maybe. This doesn't die, and we could play it cheaply. Well, it does die, it comes back. But it's kind of hard to, or annoying to get back out again, since it's not free or anything, it costs 2. And this was, well, oh yeah, this is all the animal types in one, so it benefits from all the totems. I think. Like it's a bug, it's a bird, it's a wolf. Is it a squirrel too? Maybe. Maybe. A 3/3 for 2. Which is easy to play. I think I just want the Mantis God for the ability though. It's a bird plane? Yes, it is. The sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. Now where could we end up? Where could we end up? Let me think. A hideous swarm of insects gathered around you. Reptiles slipped and slithered around your feet. You were now engulfed by the wetlands. Indeed, Crocker called it. What a surprise. Oh, man. I think we just keep going, right? Like we didn't get anything new. Go fish, I'm the angler, yes. Indeed. So okay, we have whatever this number is. And then we have totem, but I'm happy with my totem for now. We could upgrade a card or get an item. No, we wouldn't get another pack. Right? Let's avoid that. That's a cave? Oh yeah, that is a cave. Right. Then we get... I guess that would be fine. Like, cave, upgrade, battle, and then we can make up our mind whether we want some fur again. But I probably won't pick them up. I don't know. Maybe just get another card here or here. I would like an altar, really, but whatever. We start with the cave because we have no choice. Trial of Kin. 2 of the 3 drawn cards must be kin to pass. Right, we have a wolf, we have a bug, we have a nothing, we have a reptile thing, we have a bird, we have a nothing. Are you a bug? You are a bug, right? You're nothing, you're a deer somehow? Why are you a deer? You're a dragon. That is weird. And another bug, so we have 1, 2, 3 bugs. But everything else only exists once. So that's not going to be very easy. The Trial of Health, the 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined. I mean, if we draw the Grizzly, we're fine. If we draw the Kingfisher, the Mantis God, or the Child, we're screwed unless we also draw the Stoat to make up for the 1/1, or we draw the Grizzly and then we're fine again. So that might be decent. Trial of Wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils. That's gonna be tough because you don't. You only have like 1, 2. You have 2. I mean, so they have 3 cards that don't have sigils, and 1 that has 2 that could make up for drawing one of the ones that doesn't have one. So we can't draw any of these 3 basically, unless we draw this for that. For the health one, we can't draw any of these 3 unless we draw this or this to make up for it. So that's probably 1 better then. I think. So I think this is the right one to choose, right? Because we have three that don't have enough health. Like, so 3 cards have 6 health. Every you know, on average, 1 card has to have 2 health. We have 3 cards that don't have 2 health, and we have 3 cards that don't have a sigil. But we only have 1 card that makes up for the lack of sigil. That's this one. But we have 2 cards that make up for the lack of health: the Grizzly and the Stoat. So health is the way to go, I think. 2, 5, 11. That's fine. 2 from the Beehive, 3 from the Stoat, 6 from the Grizzly. Success. An elk with loose tail. So when it would be struck, a tail is greater than its prey, and the card bearing the sigil moves to the right, and it also moves to the right anyway. The Moose Buck, 3/7, it pushes. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed, and the sigil creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. So this always moves, even if there's something in the way, and it doesn't block because it's waterborne. Underwater elk, or moose, I guess. Or the Magpie. So the Magpie is nice because it lets us draw a specific card, which will let us get the Grizzly out. And the fact that it costs 2 is kind of irrelevant, so maybe that's good. So the question now, is it better to have another good attacking or decent attacking card, or is it better to have the ability to draw a specific card? I think the Magpie is just better. Moosebuck's health does nothing, that is true, because it doesn't block. if we could invert it into a 7-3 and then give it, oh, we can't give it trifurcated strike, but yeah. Oh, crack. Anyway. Right, totem, rest, or item. Why is there no altar here? And then it's fight, and then it's the trapper or cards. And another totem. I don't know. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power to the hungry survivor. You must. Nope. So what do we? Who do we give one more attack to? We could give the Mantis God one more attack. Because 2/1 trifurcated obviously is, you know, like +1 is +3. We could give the child 1/1. I don't know. We could make the Grizzly 5/6. Which would make it like a 1-hit KO card if we draw it turn 1. You know, play your scroll, sack it, play the Grizzly, hit for 5, win. Happy to see it. Yeah, I mean, I want to see what the child does, I just don't understand it at all. Or I don't understand why it's a deer. So the Mantis God being 2/1 wouldn't be bad, but we were probably gonna sack the Mantis God to give the Grizzly the trifurcated strike. So it would only be good until we get to an altar, I guess. But it would be good until then. Cook the Grizzly. Let's hope it doesn't go wrong this time. It's never gone wrong. You had an idea. Why not warm your creatures by the fire for just a moment longer? No, it's gonna go wrong now? Screw you, game! Man. This game is jerk. One of the starving survivors took a step closer. This would be risky. Push your luck or pour away? Okay, I can still pour away. So we could keep him there for 6/6, but might lose him. Or we just yank him now. We're just gonna yank him. The survivors were right about the frames. They had enhanced the creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your Grizzly. Also, you know, like, you know, you're starving, right? You're sitting around a campfire. You offer a stranger the ability to warm one of their animals, and they pour out a grizzly bear. You're not gonna go eat that grizzly bear. Like, no way. The grizzly is just gonna maul you. There's no way these 5 starving people around the fire stand a chance against my 5/5 grizzly, or 5/6 grizzly, or whatever it was. That's a silly idea. You think you would have gambled? If you had more cards that attack, like if you had more attack power spread through the deck, then yes, 6/6 would have been nice. But like, nah, can't risk it. You underestimate their power. They're not ordinary people, for they're desperate. That is true, but have you ever seen like a grizzly? I don't really think the grizzly cares about your state of mind. If you're desperate or happy, sad. If it's gonna maul you, you're gonna get mauled. That's just a fact, I think. Anyway. Alright, what are we doing? Or just a normal battle? You have a skink. Okay, I don't really care. You do have a beehive. Can we play it? No. What was it? It was squirrel here, beehive here. Yeah, so we're gonna just do that, which is a little slow and a little bad, therefore, but I wanna get that painting thing done, and I hope I'm not gonna lose too much in the process. Yeah, we got the painting thing. We're gonna get another reward for that. And then we are going to play the pack rat, I guess. Here, and we're gonna play the stink bug here. Because it negates the adder's ability to attack, so it's not going to kill anything. It makes the skink attack the beehive, which gives us the bee. It was all very thought out. Stunted wolf. Okay, we just... do that, sure. I must trust you. You don't have to, no. I really don't think you have to. The child. We're gonna win here, so it doesn't really matter. But let's pray the child. Alright.